see that surprise person is about to come out, and it's not CM Punk, and it's Randy, that crowd was gonna boo. They were not gonna be cheering.
Let's talk about it.
Let's get this started straight up from the top. We already know who the mystery friend was. On Cody and on the Jeters. We know it's Randy. How do you guys feel the way that it was introduced that it was Randy? Was it okay to you guys that he didn't show up on Monday Night Raw? Let's start with Norton as always.
I feel that the crowd that paid for those tickets because they knew that it was going to have to be announced that night paid for those tickets specifically to find out for who the fifth member was going to be, and they were severely robbed because everybody knew it was either going to be Randy or CM Punk was going to show up live there, right? So hometown crowd was robbed of seeing Randy live, and I was disappointed, very disappointed at home by not seeing Randy come out. I wanted to hear voices so bad. They kept us waiting until the last 30 seconds, and we didn't see Randy. We didn't hear Randy. All we got was fucking Cody again talking, and that I wanted to turn the fucking TV off. It pissed me off.
I feel you. Fox, let's go with you.
All right. Well, I can see where Norton's coming from on that, but if you watched and you were listening to the backstage segments, you know, Jay's getting ready for his match against Drew. He wasn't involved with trying to find the fifth member. So when, you know, Sammy and Seth and Cody were together and they hear this and they're like, oh, this is great. He's in. And then, you know, you look at Jay's face after Cody announces it like it is a bombshell on Jay. Like they kind of left Jay out of it. I liked it that way because now it gives everybody the aspect or the perceived, God, is Randy going to turn on Jay immediately, which is obviously an option. Is Jay going to turn on Randy to prevent Randy from fucking him over? I don't know. I think it was great as far as I know everybody's sick of hearing Cody talk. I love Cody talking. I get it. I'm the Cody lover here. I thought it was great.
Jits.
Man, you see, this is where I have an issue with baby faces. We didn't learn anything from the fucking 90s, you know, about like sometimes baby faces need to be a little bit dickish and a little bit heelish. And where they miss is when Adam Pearce said, "You need to find me a member by the end of the night." What Cody should have said, "Bitch, you will get a member when I tell you you get a fucking member, and I will let you know." In that sense, right? Like there needs to be some sort of heelish behavior. And Jay, to your point, Fox, about Jay kind of, you know, striking before when the iron is hot before, you know, say Randy does the RKO or whatever. It's not that simple. Baby faces don't work that way. They're not intuitive like that. But I will say this. I think it's great that Randy's back. I just don't like the presentation like, you know, Norton said. It kind of wasted the good surprise on you. They took the surprise out. I wanted that pop. I wanted that waiting there. I wanted the tension to be let out of the room. You know, everybody's expecting CM Punk, thank God, and then Randy Orton or KO. There was one of them three. Well, we took the surprise out on Monday night when it should have just been the way to build it up to get that pop that he so deserves, because it's been a long time since we've seen the Viper, and I just don't like the way it was presented. I do like that Randy's back, though.
I had a problem with it, but I understand why they did it. Right? So my problem was that he didn't show up. Personally, he didn't even have to show up physically. They could have put him on the big ass screen where he just comes up on the screen and said, "It's me," type shit. that would have worked for me, even if he didn't show up. But we saw him, and the crowd got to see him. That crowd was extra hot Monday. They were excited the whole time, bro. From the minute the camera went on, they were hype. They were waiting for Randy. Also, it's gonna also kind of affect the pop that he will get at Survivor Series, even though I still think he's gonna get a pop because people's gonna see him for the first time when he gets in the ring, when he does his first RKO, people's gonna go crazy. So remember, I said I understand why they did it. Now this is why I think the reason they did it. We going into Chicago where everybody's expecting the ticking time bomb, right? AKA CM Punk. If CM Punk, when they see that surprise person is about to come out and it's not CM Punk and it's Randy, that crowd was gonna boo. They were not gonna be cheering. They were just gonna be hating the whole time. So this is WWE's way of saying, let me let y'all know now, this guy is back. Now, everybody in Chicago knows, Randy is there. Don't expect CM Punk for this match. Norton, I think you wanted to say something, or Fox.
Yeah, that's why I was that's what I said when we were talking about it last week. It hasn't aired yet, but that's what I was saying in that part of it was that's why it's going to be Randy, and that's why they were going to announce him on Monday, was because of the whole CM Punk thing. They have to put him out there beforehand, because if they don't, no matter who shows up, God himself could show up and he's going to get booed. It does not matter who shows up. If it's not CM Punk, he's going to be booed. Just like what happened, I can't remember what Royal Rumble it was, but Daniel Bryan didn't come out and it was boo, like it was, I think it was John Cena and Batista were the last two in there, and it was boos throughout the stadium because Daniel Bryan wasn't pushed. That was the height of the Yes movement.
Yeah, and again, WWE just tried to get ahead of that, and I think it was the right move. Randy not showing up maybe was also the right move, but like I said, they could have put him on the screen or something. He didn't have to get in the ring. That's just how I see it.
I do want to read Cal's in here in our chat tonight, and he says, honestly, the way Raw was set up, the matches and crowd beforehand kind of put everyone in a great mood. I enjoyed Raw as a whole, so the whole announcement just made it better for me. And this is where
Could see that.
And this is where I try to look at also, you guys are deep into it. The biggest thing I also try to take away is that I want to look at things as a fan. Yes, we do this. We deep down. We nitpick and dissect every little bit. Yes, it, like you were saying, could I have seen Randy Orton on the Titantron going, "Hey guys, it's me"? Absolutely, I think that would have been great. But now I feel like I'm a 17-year-old boy getting ready to walk
for Saturday.
Damn.
I'm getting ready to.
I feel you.
Can I finish it at that point, or do I not need to?
Finish it.
Okay, I feel like I'm 17, 16, and the girl's hand is slowly inching closer to my zipper. And then...
Oh, those were the days.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I know it's going to happen. I know it. But that intensity and that feeling and waiting, it makes it feel that much better to me instead of just blowing my load right away.
Jits.
Right. So I understand where Cam's coming from on that note, and it made the whole episode from start to finish kind of like a feel-good show. We needed that feel-good go-home show, right, for Raw.
We needed a good.
We needed it for sure, because the past go-home shows for a while here have been kind of stinking up the place. But my point with Chicago is a very volatile crowd, just like Philly, in various places, like definitely Philly. But it's like you like you said, Vigilante, that they've already taken that wind out of those sails. They let Chicago know, hey, it's not happening, nor should it. But where they failed on that is that they could have still waited and still. I don't think Chicago would have booed him at all. I don't think Chicago would have booed him. He is Randy fucking Orton. He is a 14-time champion. He's been in the business for 20 years, third generation superstar. There's been away for 10 months. There's no possible way any city, to include Philly, maybe, that would boo him. So they still could have waited. But either way, it's good that he's back. But I think they could have sat on this a little bit longer. Or if they was going to do the Jumbotron thing, he didn't have to say a word. All he had to do was this.
Yep, just show his face, his godly face on the Tron. That's it.
Just had him do that, and that's it.
Now, we're gonna go ahead.
Or they didn't even have to have him come out. They could have done a backstage segment with him where it wasn't even. It could have been pre-recorded. It could have just been him backstage, and he could have just RKO'd JD McDonough backstage.
That would have been
like
savage.
you know what I mean. It could have just been him backstage, like RKO out of nowhere as it was going off air. Like 5, 4, 3 RKO out of nowhere. Lights fade to black.
The asshole in me would enjoy it, but I think that pop that he's gonna get at Survivor Series when he first does the RKO is gonna be amazing. So I wouldn't even want him to do that shit Monday.
It's not gonna matter when he RKO's Cody and then turns on him. We all know it's coming. It's Randy.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Let's talk about it.